Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. I feel weird. I feel really weird. These vaccinations are kicking in. I don't feel as bad as I did last night, so I think I'm already over the worst of it. I didn't even feel that bad. Not before I don't mean to make it too dramatic. Just had a little shiver, a little case of the ickies. Pretty over that now. Now I just feel kind of detached, which is the perfect situation to encounter Cyberpunk. I will transcend my body. Second or third? Oh, Agao. Such small numbers. My fourth. It was my second booster. And then I also got a flu shot. I think I accidentally skipped this the first time, so I'm gonna let this go, because I remember Keanu says some stuff at the end. Keanu taking over your head yet? It kind of feels like that. If Keanu has like a cold, got your immunosuppressants for all your cyber implants. That's the problem. I ran out of my immunosuppressant stim hypos. I had this realization a while ago that vapes are really just stim packs, and that's kind of cool. If they're giving people popcorn, lung cancer and stuff, that's not cool. But the fact that people just like fucking vaporize chemicals to like stimulate them, we're straight up in the future. Like it happened, and it just seemed so dorky because it's not in like a fucking asthma pump, I guess. They sell some of those in Vegas. You can like buy canned oxygen and just huff it. You get like 2 hits off of it, and that's it.
Huh. Netwatch never sleeps.
Okay. We're on a sad cyberpunk world. All cyberpunk worlds are sad. So it kind of adds up. Oh, come on. What's going on here? What's going on here? All that works. Why doesn't the stick work? Hold on a second. How strange. What? What the heck is that all about? Oops. This happened last time. That's happened last time. Windows just decided that USB helper now should be the first thing. There's 2 of them. I don't know if that's good or bad. I think that's just the other profile. I love you, USB helper, actually. You're the best, but I don't need you right now. Ah! Go away. Ah, there we go. Okay. I don't know what that's all about. Let's just try again. Ah, it's still there. Ah! I just want to run around in my... See all the little neon signs and stuff. Whew, okay. Oh, you've seen one in London? Oh, really? One of these controllers? I'm pretty sure the company is in the UK. Not working right now. I don't think it's gonna work for some reason. Oh yeah, I'm at the King Tao shuttle crash.
Let's get them.
Rick, what does this mean? Hang on, let me try something. That was my Friday. It's pretty good. I started playing Republic Commando, which is really, really good. I can switch to X input, but in my experience that works less. Did you say Republican Mando? I did. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Mando. A secret Republican. I fell asleep. How far through did you get? I did like I didn't finish the ghost ship, I guess. I'm still there. Still on that giant freaking thing. I got to the point where they were like, okay, now we go blow up all the Trandoshans. And like, we dealt with this problem. That's so strange. It's just not working. Nothing changed between this time and last time. I guess maybe I did fiddle around with a lot of like controller stuff. Maybe. Okay. I'll try the next easiest zero thought troubleshooting tip and give it a reboot. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong button. Oh, it's working now. Yeah, look at that. Okay. And my preview's accidentally going. There we go. I wonder if I remove my preview from my activity feed. I wonder if that would free up system resources. Maybe I need to try that. Try running Chrome on the CPU. Maybe that will give me more frames in Cyberpunk. Yes. Now I have full control. So unlike last time in a couple ways, it's colder now. It's like 20 degrees colder, which is great. Great for me as a human, but also great for my PC. But I've also put the side panel back on. So who knows what the performance is going to be like. Okay, this is actually going to be very tricky for my character build. When I was a hacker, I was just like, frick it. I was just like, frick it, you know? But, I can't shoot all these dudes, I don't think. Maybe? Maybe I can? Ugh! Shit! Shit! I'm surprised they saw me. Well, that sucks. I guess that's that then. Bank a bullet off this and hit a robot? A weird amount of damage. I think I upgraded this one. Okay, maybe I just shoot them all to death. I also forget I'm not playing on hard anymore. Love this music. It's so weird. Like, one of the unintended side effects of playing a hacker is that I just didn't hear a lot of combat music. Oh, you can shoot their heads off. Then they don't know what to do. Oh, little dude. Oh, shit. Oh, oh no. Yee-hee. I'll grab myself a new rig next month since I couldn't this one due to paycheck shenanigans. Alongside 2077, any tips of build for a first run? It's gonna really depend on what you want to do, really. If you don't want to get into a lot of combat, hacking, quick hacks, focusing on that stuff. If you do want to do a lot of combat, then maybe don't do hacking. That's probably the extent of my wisdom at the moment. Nearly everything is viable. Like, kind of like Alpha Protocol in a weird way. Everything's kind of broken. Which you can either interpret as being bad game design or just like they don't. I think they tuned it so that you're supposed to feel like a cyber god. And part of that, I think, is giving you pretty like overpowered perks and stuff. I guess they fixed some of the other things like throwing knives. What build are you doing this playthrough? I'm doing tech pistols so I can bounce them off of walls or the ground. Bounce bolts off of dirt. See how cool that is? It's shockingly challenging to like. There's a fair amount of lock on that makes it possible, but since the game isn't made of just 90-degree angles, it's actually kind of difficult to really land successful bank shots a lot of the time. But you can make it so you can like hit people while you're in cover. Ah, crap. Which is pretty cool. Oh, it's the. Oh shit! That's what's hitting me. Which gun was which? This one's doing a lot of damage. I think I need to take the panel off my case. Does it do bonus damage from the ricochet? It can, actually, yeah, which is, I think, pretty cool. I don't remember. Okay, so, yeah, some of these guns have a modifier. So, yeah, this one has 129% bonus ricochet damage. So, what I'm hoping to do is find a gun that has, like, stacked ricochet and headshot damage so that I can just, like, ding, ding, and then hit somebody's head for, like, 500% damage. Which... That's one of those things about, like, character build in this game, is that they give you the tools to make something overpowered, and then when you make something overpowered, you're just, like, fucking popping heads left and right. But I think it does take, like, you have to connect at least 2 or 3 different character mechanics to make that work. So, like, when I did my quick hack build, there's an ability that lets you, like, you can ping, and then there's another cyber deck that can let you, like, hack through walls. So, if you get that, and then, like a modifier that makes legendary hacks spread to 2 people, and then another hack that makes people fall asleep or just die, then you can just, like, start hitting people through walls, but you have to stack those 3 things. I mean, yeah, legendary ping. Oh, it got nerfed. Okay, yeah, because you could turn the game off with that. So I don't know how much it got nerfed. I don't know if you can just do, like, just turn off an entire building sitting outside, which was awesome. It was really cool to do that, but also you do kind of just walk through the game. So, hold on, I'm going to take the panel off my PC here. Is there music playing out here? Okay, we'll just leave it there. Yeah, it was getting pretty toasty in there. I don't know how to get the heat away from my video card. I think that's the issue. I think I have adequate ventilation for my CPU now, but my GPU is just sitting there spitting out hot air against the side panel and then just sucking it right back in. I have one of those, like, really dorky little exhaust fans that you can put in a PCIe port, but, like, the GPU fans are pointing down, so they're sucking air up and then pushing it into the heatsink, which then, like, I guess pushes hot air to the sides, and then it hits the, like, side of the case and then probably, like, spreads up and down, and then it circulates down and then back into the fan, or up and then out the back. I had a tower fan that I just blew away from the case with the panel off. So I tried putting one of those fans in under the video card because it's really the only place for it to go, but it pulls air down. It just pulls air down and shoots it out the back. So it's basically like sucking air in the opposite direction from the intake fans that are pushing air into the heatsink for the fan, or for the heatsink, and it really made it perform a lot worse. So I don't know. I think top fans exhausting is where rear exhaust is the way to go. Yeah, I tried. I think you're right. I don't know that either of those are feasible. That would require some machining. Yeah, 420 Santa. I might just need to add speed holes. More rear exhaust would work. I wish there were a way. I have more intake fans on the front, supposedly pushing cooler air into the PC, but I wish there were a way to, like, pull more air out the back. I tried adding like tiny fans, but they were just so loud. So fucking loud. And like low quality. They just had whine. Yeah, unfortunately, what is the real fan maker everyone loves? The one that makes all their fans in a weird brown color? Noctua. The smallest ones they make are 40 millimeter, and I need 30 millimeter fans to fit perfectly in this like space where I could exhaust a lot of air. But maybe I just mount fans to the outside, just drill them into the metal, and then put a cage over them. Yeah, civil mannequin, that's kind of the issue. A new case would solve all of these issues, but I'm attached to my case. I've had it for like 20 years, which is also the problem. It just straight up doesn't have the ventilation that's kind of necessary for today's hardware. So I've held on to it for a while, and I think up until just now, with the 3080 and an AMD processor with 8 billion cores, this hardware is now spitting off enough heat that like I don't think it's just cutting it anymore. Here's the problem as well. I've kind of pinned myself into a real issue. On all of the panels of my case, I've just put a ton of stickers. I wanted it to look like a dive bar bathroom, and I think I got pretty close. But it's also like it's almost like a suitcase for my PC. There's stickers from like a lot of events I've been to. I mean, there's Avocado Bruce. Can't lose Avocado Bruce. So if it comes to adding fans, like I have to cut it, and then I lose surface area, and I'm gonna lose some of these stickers. I guess I could drill like a grill. I could drill a grill of speed holes into it, and then mount exhaust fans. But then actually, that's just gonna push hot air directly onto me, where I'm sitting, and I don't want that either. I guess I could move them. Yeah, it's tricky. It's tricky. So I actually had this problem before when I wanted to add a Blu-ray drive to my PC, but I actually just cut around it and then lifted it and transferred it, and it worked pretty well. What about adding standoffs to the panels so there are more ways for the air to get into? I didn't think about that. I mean, I don't know how that would happen because it's like, it slides. It goes into case holes and locks into place. God, my throat just got really scratchy. Weird. Yeah, add some hardware. Have to add like a mounting bracket or something. Dante, AD, thank you for the Prime. Yeah, I just need a way to, I need a way to get heat away from the video card. That's, I think, the goal. All right, let me, oh, wrong camera angle. Yeah, or I just leave the side panel off all the time and then just, I guess, dust it every so often, I guess. At some point, though, I guess as long as I acknowledge going into it that it's like a project. I'm doing this for the fun of it. MC Master Car. Is that a
coming for you.
PC case modder? Oh, hardware site. Huh, okay. Can you get anything? Anything you say. I mean, I've been looking for some odds and ends, some just odd bits. Really, if I could get like professional grade, quiet, 30mm case fan. Because there's this grill of holes on the side of my PC that are like exactly 30mm wide. It's great. And I can even put like a plastic fan screw through the hole and mount a fan to it. And I could even like put a rubber gasket on the other side so that the fan is like not rattling against the case or anything like that. Problem that I ran into was when I had like 4 of those running, it was just this ungodly loud electrical whine. Because I think those were made for like kiosks in malls or something like that.
Now, step back! Back!
Yeah, no, Spider-Man, I know it's going to be louder. So, I thought about trying to... My head then went to, fuck, do I have to like get a resistor to just lower the voltage to these fans? I guess I could have... I did experiment with it in the motherboard a little bit. I guess through the BIOS you can also adjust the voltage. But even at the lowest voltage, they were still like pretty loud. So... The thing is, I don't need one 30mm fan to do the work of one 120mm fan. And I know that the math of this is not equivalent, but I can have 4 30mm fans in a stack. So they all just need to move a little bit of air. Water cooling. Swapping around the cooling on a video card it's challenging to do properly, and the gains you get are minimal. In my not exhaustive experience.
Drop your weapons, now!
You don't see the shit you're in? You shoot him, and a millisecond later, you'll eat lead too.
I let him go, I'll still eat lead! Shoot him!
Listen, this isn't about you. Let him go, and tell me where your passenger is.
I don't know where they took him!
Hell no! He's lying!
Look here, you got 2 seconds to make up your damn mind. Aldecaldos will ride up here any minute now.
They headed west for the gas station, but I can't guarantee they're still there.
You remember the cowboy?
Shut the fuck up!
Fuck!
Pan Am!
God damn it!
Oh shit.
Are you alright?
Just some scratches.
You fucking morons!
Did you get hit? Hang on, girl. I'll patch you
It's
up.
nothing. Let's go.
We couldn't retreat, Pan Am. They regrouped so fast. Started shooting rockets and shit. I lost everyone.
Everyone? Scorpion, is he here? Mitch? Mitch? He's safe, right?
Pan Am, I'm sorry. I didn't make it in time.
No. No.
Lighting keeps
Sure.
going weird.
No, he...
Scorpion, the rest. I'm sorry we didn't get here sooner.
They were good people. Great people. They didn't have to die here.
I should have stopped him.
I tried. He wouldn't have listened to you either. Never was much of a listener.
Stubborn bastard.
I'm guessing since you were out here for the AV. The question is, why?
Why dive straight for the AV? Didn't notice the markings?
We saw it was damaged. We know this land. We knew where it would fall. We had no idea it was Kang Tao. I figured they might need help. In the worst case, there'd be good salvage to be had. Couldn't have been more wrong.
Everything okay? You need anything?
Thanks for saving my ass, V.
Sorry about your people, but I need to keep moving. I need the man who was riding this AV. Pilot said they headed west.
Yep. Took him with them. In our cars. Pilot was telling the truth. There's an old gas station out there.
Must be looking for a way to call base.
So you're the ones who hit him with that EMP?
Yeah, we tried to warn you, but couldn't connect.
What's the plan now, V?
I'll go after him. Stay with Mitch. I'll be fine.
I am going with you. I promised I would help. Besides, those bastards killed Scorpion. I won't let that go.
Don't argue with her, V.
What's going on
No
with these
point.
shadows?
Go. I'll call my people. We'll take care of things here.
We'll leave my ride here just in case. Just watch the gun, it likes to jam. We'll go by bike.
Sounds solid. If they made it to the station, they're probably waiting on backup. Better hurry. But Pan Am,
What?
you're coming back for her, right?
I promise. Let's get going, before they send a rescue party.
He's already been shot.
Let's Delta to that station. Hope you know a shortcut.
Get ready. The bikes are fine.
What?
Hop on.
Shit! Gonna puke.
Fine. We saw Billy Zane today at London Comic Con. Pretty cool. Oh, there was another legendary drop over here somewhere. Oh,
Scorpion said I would hate Night City.
there we go.
He knew you that well?
Probably better than I know myself. He said when I had enough of the city, we would get ourselves an RV. Then we'd stock up and hit the road. Crater Lake. That was his big dream.
Heard it's beautiful there. And that Ryan Deemer's car is rusting at the bottom.
What? Who?
That Corpo stole some sort of prototype. Think was Militech. You don't remember? Anyway, chased a guy through 3 states, only to fish his body up out of the lake.
Killed himself?
Doubt it. Think they hit him with the virus. Anyway, lost control. Probably suffocated before he could drown.
That is fucked up.
You stop thinking about all that sad shit for a moment, right?
The shadow pulsing seems to be related to like the glowing target on the ground. I think it's like actually casting light because of the ray tracing implementation. All right, yeah, it should stay. Getting burned reminds me there's some ability that makes you do more damage when you get lit on fire rather than taking damage. That's pretty cool. Because then you could just throw an incendiary at your feet and then go hog wild. Shaders are tricky. You can cut all sorts of depth passes and get wonky shadow artifacts. Yeah. Yeah, it's really fascinating when it's all post-process. Like it's not actually drawing everything in the right order and in the totally right way. It's layering things on one step at a time. And then if something's out of order, it looks really funky. It keeps flying. It's like hovering over the ground. And into it sometimes. I guess she's just hitting waypoints, but okay.
Drones, patrols. Definitely set up shop here.
I see. They must have Hellman locked up somewhere. Buffy, see that? The pumps look pretty good. Not what you would find if the place were closed. The bastards might have managed to call for transport.
We'll know soon enough.
That'd be one of the best video game soundtracks. I agree. I think it's a Hall of Famer. I think out of all the things that this game had to offer, I was most disappointed that no one stuck up for its score. Like, there are people out there just straight up swearing that it's just completely devoid of any artistic value, and it's just, don't you have ears, man? Like, I get being mad at the bugs and stuff. Totally makes sense, but geez, can you not even hear? Oops. These paddles are actually crazy sensitive, so. Gotta be careful. The elevator music article? Oh, was there an article that accused it of having elevator music? Are you seeing me right now? Maybe I can go around the back. Yeah, it lost to Near Replicant. Yeah. I mean, I called that out at the time. So Near Replicant has great music, and I know a lot of it was reorchestrated and reperformed. or re-recorded. That's cool, but it's straight up doesn't hold a candle to what this game does musically on any level, really. I mean, it's very good, but this game has a score that's fantastic. It has a soundtrack that's fantastic. It has a world-class lineup of musical talent, all performing under alter egos, writing music that's in the game world as different artists. Banana pants, that no one could even recognize the value in that. Or it wasn't fashionable to, I don't know. Time and time again, it's not a hot take to recognize that awards are just like popularity contests. They still have value, you know. It's still nice to celebrate people that do good work. But to assume that like awards correlate with value, nah, it's too messy of a situation for that to be the case. I'll just shoot everybody.
Firing at close range. Fire! Fire! I'm good.
That is Sen Devston, by the way. Somebody was asking if the cyberware from the show is in the game. What the hell? Yeesh. Everybody mad. Hey. Oh, hello. I shouldn't be up here. I'm a sitting duck. Gotta get out. Up on that roof. Take out those snipers. Sorry, I'm still fumbling with the buttons a little bit. I always have to relearn. I'm like, you was Sam devastating a little bit. Oh, that's the turret. So if I get to that, I think that laptop on the power shotgun? I didn't know I didn't know you could have. Oh, I didn't know you could have power shotgun. Hold on a second. Oops. There. Wait a minute. What are the stats on this? No ricochet damage.
All units report. Opening.
Maybe not the optimal engagement distance.
Fire! Fire!
The other thing, sometimes if the ricochet is like too far off screen. This is exactly what it's for, though. Man. There we go.
Target has. Firing at close range.
I wonder if different power guns have like different ranges that they can ricochet shots. I'm back. There we go. Oh. Oh. Now all you need is like Dusk style 180 degree aiming. Oh, that'd be cool. So you can like slide under somebody and shoot them as you go under. So I need to ping him to see where he is.
I'm in.
Helmet, it has to be here.
Don't make trouble. Be trouble. There's
Jimmy Spades. What's this crazy thing on my hand? This is an Azeron Gamepad, combining the best of both worlds. Analog stick and mouse aim.
Welcome to N54 News. I'm Jillian Jordan, and this is the latest from around the world.
It rocks. I've always wondered about that, because I feel like stick movement feels really good. Mouse aiming feels really good. Now we can have it all. We can finally have it all. Aren't you tired of not having it all? Aren't you tired?
Who sent you?
Hey, easy. We gotta talk.
Who are you working for? Yorinobu Arasaka. Do you wish to take me back?
Pathetic rat's got nowhere left to scurry off to. He's out of lifelines. Shut him up already.
Not a fan, I take it.
You haven't found a fan in him either. Motherfucker doesn't know who to be scared of more, you or Arasaka.
Don't take this personally.
Seem to recall you were gonna tell Takemura when you got Hellman.
Yeah, just a sec. I'll call him.
Will I? Alright, fine.
Just remember, you have Hellman and that's one hell of a card. Try to win something with it.
Takemura saved my life, remember?
Because it was in his fucking interest to do so. Still just biz. He's no friend of yours.
Takemura, good news. Got Hellman.
Alive. What did he say?
Alive. Not too talkative now. Taking him to the Sunset Motel.
I will come to you. Keep him there until I arrive.
You got it. See ya.
He's gone. Yeah, the alternate Johnny took a while
Take him somewhere you can
to work, but now it works for me.
True.
Not as much of an 80s rocker, more of like an aughts rocker. But like, even that is old enough now to kind of look retro. Like an early aughts shitbag rocker. How's your Saturday morning coming along? Pretty well. Had some avocado toast. Now I'm playing a video game. Can't argue. I'm feeling a little under the weather because I had a raft of vaccinations. By raft, I mean 2. I got my double vaxes yesterday.
Is that him?
Sure is.
Take him outside. Toss him on the bike.
It's not fair. You should have his dick, like, dribbling in your field of view. Was he wearing that jacket? Or is that me? Oh, that's my hand. Okay, never mind. Yeah, how am I going to afford a house now? I'm not.
Right there.
I gave up.
The cavalry has arrived. Mitch gathered together a few elder colonists.
Apart from my 7
I
mansions.
don't think we were spotted. We would still do better not to hang around too long.
What do you plan to do with him?
Aspiring Warlock, thank you for the resub. And the 30 months of subs. Thank you very much. Oh, Good Dash, or Goo Dash, excuse me. Thank you for the resub. Wanted to thank you for being the reason I got into 14. Forgot how much fun it was. It's so fun. So fun and so good. I still got to get all my tomes this week.
Sheesh, long story. Not sure I'd even know where to start.
Tell me next time, then. Saul.
Everything's done here. All clear.
I heard Mitch is alive thanks to you.
Thanks to V and Pan Am. They both saved my ass.
I just hope he was worth it.
It's me or the game, is the game capture really stuttery? Looks fine for me.
Maybe
It's
I
pretty
could help out
chunky
somehow.
in the
I
monitor
think you
though.
felt enough.
I tried to stop him. Sure. Just turn around now. Let it all be damned.
Looks fine. All right,
Good
never
at
mind.
that, aren't you?
Look, Saul, it really wasn't Pan Am's fault.
Careful. You and me are not buddy-buddy. Besides, nobody's blamed anyone for anything yet.
Sure. Right.
Pan Am was just helping me. It was my doing. My fault that AV got hit. Without me, Scorpion and his people wouldn't have gone out to grab it. That's the truth.
When you're an Aldecaldo, you are always responsible for yourself and your people. The circumstances change nothing. Perhaps Pan Am should ask herself if she's still an Aldecaldo.
Damn it all.
Escalation.
Hey, don't worry about Saul. He'll get over it.
I don't give a damn.
But he gives a damn about you.
Bleeding.
As soon as he heard what had happened, he ordered us to follow you. He was worried something would happen.
Saul?
Like this dude over here.
Look,
I just heard gunfire.
don't see eye to eye at the moment, but
Thought maybe I could get a free hamburger.
Saul will do anything for family.
The thing is, am I even part of the family anymore?
You know you are. Come back to us.
Any noticeable improvements after the new update? They added more shadows.
I understand.
Like there's more RTX now.
Sorry.
So I think it looks a little bit better.
Things just get complicated.
I think a lot of the lighting,
Dramatic sometimes.
like a lot of the interior lighting in cars and stuff has been smoothed out quite a bit.
And you.
And it runs really
Look
well
out for yourself, all
when my
right?
computer's not overheating.
So, what now?
I haven't played any of the new
Yeah.
content they added
I
yet.
mean, I think so. I have to sit and think about everything.
Yeah, here. So it's the local shadows. This wasn't a thing before. They had sun, reflection, and just like illuminating. Local illumination, I guess. And they have local shadowing. Soft shadows issuing from artificial light sources. So now you have local shadows. No, it's not my CPU, Borden. I'm pretty sure it's my GPU now. Because the cops still pop in. Why does everyone care about the police so much? I guess, yeah. That's a weird sticking point for people with this game. Nobody gives a fuck what like the enemies do in Mass Effect. Nobody gives a flying shit how enemies spawn into any other game. And yet somehow, for this game, it's become the one thing that no one can let go. Because it's, I guess, the one thing everyone wanted to do in Cyberpunk is to see cops spawn properly. Every time I see that cop spawn in, I just kick my console over. I can't handle it. It's too dissimilar from GTA. Yeah, I mean, sorry to go off, Gimme. It's not your fault. You're just asking a question, and I don't mean to harp on things that don't matter too much. It was pretty bad on launch. I didn't care. The cops are such a non-issue in this game. Unless you're trying to play it like GTA. I don't know. Yeah, still no Penis 3 though. No Vagina 2 either. Rough.
So, Mitch, they really treat you like family. Maybe you should give them a chance.
It is not that simple.
Like any family.
They're coming. You have about a minute to get out of there.
Let's move!
I'm also headed out. Take care of Scorpion's bike. It's yours.
I mean, I feel like it's just a nitpick. It's still a more bullet point on a laundry list of problems. Yeah, I mean, not that you chose the diction intentionally, but that's kind of it, is that people make lists and then they post those lists and then they post them again and then everyone obsesses about them. And then it just turns into like this weird thing. I don't get where people in their heads like thought Cyberpunk 2077 was a run from the cops simulator. To be fair, the cops are improved. They spawn far away enough to not see it now. Just has to happen in the other room. No cyber. The facial expressions actually work now? That's exciting. But yeah, they, I'm to that point though. They actually did allude to like a total rework of the police system in the latest Night City Wire. The one where they were talking about this update, how they've been doing engine work to do those upgrades, so.
Hey.
I wouldn't go expecting it.
Where am I? What is this place?
Want to talk about your little invention. Biochip you made for our
Yeah, no, the cops are still bad, I guess. Sorry.
Let's get one thing straight first.
Long wind up.
Yorinobu Arisaka didn't send you?
No.
This means you must have an offer for me. If your boss would
how
pay
tough?
more than Kang Tao, I believe we can talk.
Marketing convinced people the game would be a futuristic sci-fi first-person GTA game. Point me to the marketing where they said this game is going to be like GTA.
So
they showed a car.
Propose?
They showed gameplay where you can take a car. And I think once you show that, then people assume it's going to be GTA instead of open world Mass Effect. They promoted you being able to do what you wanted to do. There's some things I want them to improve.
What do you propose?
Oh, that's what I mean, the assumption. The CEO said this is GTA 2077. When? OJ, dude, when? Show me the quote from Adam Badowski saying that Cyberpunk. Oh, okay, you were joking. Okay, my bad. My bad. I thought you were being sincere. Man, that's that internet thing where you don't you get so used to people just saying whatever on the internet that you don't even know.
What do you propose?
No problem, OJ. It is pretty obvious in retrospect now, but
you misunderstand me. There is no offer.
What do you want?
Your text trying to kill me. Pretty sure that's not how it's advertised.
If you wish to file a complaint, I'll need more details.
Got Johnny Silverhand's construct stuck in my head, and I don't want it there.
Silverhand? Construct? That's impossible. Where did you get this?
This is more or less as far as I got last time. I think I did the Arasaka parade.
You have to remove the biochip from my system.
It's not that simple.
Look, you made the thing, didn't you? So where's the problem?
If you're telling the truth, you slotted in a new experimental
Watching people trip over themselves complimenting the soundtrack in Edge Runners when it's the same as 77. Yeah, Akira Yamaoka is a really good composer too. Oh, it's Poe's Law. Okay. Yeah, somebody else said that too.
Well, speak. Say something.
How's the prototype version different? It's got a different engram, something more aggressive.
Yeah, you're right, Pop-Tart. People may... I can't blame anyone for thinking the game will be GTA based on the footage they saw. I really think if you show pulling somebody out of a car, getting in and driving it away, people just assume it's a GTA experience. And I don't think you can... Like, you can't... I don't know that you can necessarily hold people accountable for that or blame them.
Well, speak. Say something.
How do you put a price on immortality? Who could even afford tech like this?
Nobody. This model was meant to remain in-house. The prototype was Saburo Arisaka's personal commission. He oversaw the entire project himself.
So if it weren't for Yorinobu, nobody would have found out.
And if not for you, the project would not have been a success. This is a true breakthrough.
I hope they do not drop the IP and we'll get another Cyberpunk game. They've basically said that they're going to keep making Cyberpunk projects.
Well, speak.
They basically confirmed there's going to be one expansion for this game, but they haven't said this much. But the way that they've restructured their company is so they can develop 2 AAA games at the same time. They've talked a lot about that. So I'm going to guess that their goal is to have a AAA Cyberpunk and a AAA Witcher in development at the same time, which is more or less what they're doing now. They're in pre-production on next Witcher, and they're in full development on Cyberpunk expansion, but both are AAA in scope. To me, the real question is the next Cyberpunk going to be on Red Engine, or is that going to switch to Unreal? It may be some kind of hybrid. They did talk a little bit in an investor call about how their Red Engine technology integrates with Unreal. They actually talked about that specifically about their multiplayer project. And was like, hey, is like multiplayer Cyberpunk, is that a thing? And they were like, yeah, it's still a thing. And then the person was like, well, is it Unreal or Red Engine? And then the executive, they don't identify themselves every time they talk, so it's kind of hard to tell some of the Polish speakers apart when I'm like 45 minutes into a call. Yeah, Witcher 4 is Unreal 5, yes. But they haven't said anything about the tech for whatever Cyberpunk thing they are going to make. Which they kind of basically said they're going to keep doing. So I don't know if that's going to switch to Unreal as well. But they did kind of talk about how they found a way to make the technologies talk to each other. He basically said something like Red Engine multiplayer works with Unreal multiplayer. So whatever project that is, it sounds like they have some kind of technological breakthrough that could just be a hybrid sort of thing. So maybe they keep developing... like parts of Cyberpunk are still running on a hybrid Red Engine, or I don't know.
Huh. Imagine my luck to be so fucking unique, so fucking exceptional. That mean you'll help me?
Well.
I would have to see.
I hope CD Projekt doesn't give up making their own technology because they're good at it. Did you watch the anime? I'm about halfway through it.
Whoa, we just met. Haven't built up that sort of trust yet.
How did you think this was going to go? If you want me to help you, I must examine you.
Okay.
But man, based on the launch of Cyberpunk, like, if it were my business, fuck no. Fuck no. No way in a million years would I say build our own engine. Dumbest idea. I'm just glad that other companies do it. Like, 4A? Is it 4A or is it 3C? The Stalker, or sorry, the Metro dev.
Impressive, isn't it?
What a pity I won't be able to examine it for you.
Yeah, real shame. You could have been his guinea pig too.
Tell me how to get rid of it.
I'm afraid I have bad news. Your neural network has completely deteriorated.
4A, okay, thank you. How's the Red Engine viewed in the industry? How does it compare with Unreal? It's not really viewed because it's proprietary. They don't license it out. CD Projekt Red made it, and they've used it for their own games, and that's it. But their partnership with Unreal, the way they described it is more of a technological sharing. So they might... The way I interpret that, and this could be wrong, but the way I interpret that is that they are bringing their engine coding technology and their engineering talent. They're making it profitable by like licensing their tech through Unreal. That's my theory. Is that CD Projekt Red integrates like their ray tracing implementation or whatever red tech they have into Unreal, and then they get like a cut of the licensing fees or something like that. Because they talked about it in pretty big terms in terms of the business. This is not something that a customer facing is ever going to really see or know about. if like CD Projekt writes the lighting in this like particular shader in Unreal Engine 5. Like no one's going to care about that, but it does mean that CD Projekt might start biting off a pretty big and very stable line of revenue. That puts like that's more up into tech company territory than digital entertainment company. So that could mean a lot, but it could also mean almost nothing.
It can no longer function independently of.
So I'm excited. I'm interested to see in the next couple of years what that amounts to, or if they ever say explicitly, this is what that meant.
Is to give you information on a good clinic in Sweden. They'll help you through the terminal stages, minimize the pain.
Yeah, this engine is outstandingly efficient. It loads incredibly quickly and saves often.
You are silent.
It's a shame because it launched in a, imperfect state. But there's a lot of really good engineering in this game that hopefully becomes visible now. It was something that some reviewers made mention of. They're like, yeah, this game crashes a lot, but it also loads in like a minute and a half. So they were like, it's hard to be mad. Like it auto saves all the time and it loads so fast.
Wait, you said the project was in the trial phase. You don't actually know how it'll end.
Oh, I do. I just saw the construct devouring your brain. It's programmed to take over its new environment, at all costs. And your little meat brain is helpless against this.
My beef brain.
Sooner or later, the engram wins.
Yes. And from what I've heard about Silverhand, that seems to be exactly his style.
Huh. I see my reputation's grown into Arasaka legend.
What exactly is going on in my head?
You tell me, what's it like to have two personalities? Because it's not like you're hearing voices. You're both yourself and Silverhand simultaneously.
Know what? That's enough. You just playing for time? Because I can't tell. Are you trying to convince me you're useless? 'Cause I mean, in that case, I can just shoot you in the head and save us both some time.
Ah, finally.
I will try to help you, if you come with me to Kang Tao.
Forget Kang Tao. Got any other ideas?
If you think there's anyone else who can help you, I could give you the blueprints. Complete project documentation. Kang Tao offered quite the sum for it.
You got it with you?
He's got to. Gonk's fucking useless without him.
Hey, Takemura? What the hell is he doing here?
He's got a few questions of his own for you. You play nice, he might even save your ass. I'm almost done. The blueprints.
I love this game and the soundtrack so much, I decided to run a reskin D&D one-shot set in Night City. That's pretty cool.
Better than nothing. Long as we find someone fluent in techno.
Now, I'm sure you're aware, but this is a pen and paper thing too. I'm sure there are like tons of one-shots in the 2020... Or what? No, wait. CD Projekt released a new revision of the Cyberpunk rule set, right? It's like Cyberpunk Red, I think, is the new version. I ran it with my D&D group. Yeah. And yeah, you can't like convince people to like buy a ton of dice and stuff. Does anyone know? I've not read up at all on the actual mechanics of. Oh, there's Cyberpunk Red and it's by Pondsmith, not CDPR. Okay. I thought CDPR bought the rights to Cyberpunk, but I mean the Red branding is it's an interesting crossover. Oh, they did a new module? Okay. What are the like... I know that like, I'm pretty familiar with D&D 3 and 3.5. I read up about Shadowrun. Like I was almost going to host a Shadowrun campaign once. So I know that that's like just bricks and bricks of D6s. What's the style? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Why Cyberpunk has damage based on location on the body. For the head instant death, reroll character. Okay. So it is like you're a human mech. Kind of reminds me of Fallout a little bit. And the VAT system. Hey, what's up, Zoke? I'm going to take a quick break and get some water. I'll be right back. Right. Gotta keep grilling this guy down.
What'll you do with him?
I haven't decided yet.
Are you serious?
You know me. I can be impulsive.
He's all yours. I'll give you two some space.
Takemura's the best.
I hope we can come to an understanding.
That is certainly in your best interest.
Soul Killer. That's some cool name for some tech.
V, I will remember this.
Was this your game of the year for 2020?
My throat is positively parched.
Now we gotta...
V did not give you even a glass of water.
That's an interesting question.
Unacceptable. Inhumane.
I'd have to look at the list of releases for 2020, I think.
You will see the difference. I will give you full buckets.
No need.
Oh, Doom Eternal? Oh. Yeah. 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 Or was that 2019? No, Doom Eternal was 2019. Pretty sure. Wait, no, it was 2020.
Fuck!
I look so concerned. Yeah. Yeah, Doom Eternal was like March 2020?
Sit down, goddammit!
Yeah, because we did the drunk stream, and that night is when LA went into lockdown. Hades was 2020?
Third trimester cramping's not likely.
You sure? Can't be that bad if you make it light.
Huh.
Fuck!
That was your ticker. Sit and rest. Don't need you flatlining while we got a job to do.
Blah, blah, blah. Fuck Arasaka. Blah, blah. Smash Mikoshi.
You really are turning into me.
Might be right.
We're bickering like a couple of geezers on a park bench.
Look at us.
It's time we let up. Let a little trust take hold.
You can be a charming guy. You just make the effort, charisma flows. Then I remembered that nuke you detonated downtown without a second thought and no hint of later remorse.
It was Mikoshi I was after. Wanted to destroy it. Gave Sokka ample time to clear the building.
You knew countless people would die. Don't kid yourself.
Take lives aplenty yourself. See scale as a problem?
You scale as a problem. An interesting statement. Like somebody who doesn't see the difference between taking one life and taking thousands. If you don't mind me asking, how was the process of getting the claw up and running? Is it a pretty smooth process, or can it be a bit finicky? The only finickiness really is in trying to figure out how to map the paddles and then learning how to change things. So software-wise, it's about as easy as it can get. There's this software, and it's just these are all the paddles and the stick and the D-pad, and then you just map them. You say this is that. The tricky part is that you can't, like, it's not a clean map. Whatever you're used to on WASD largely can transfer, but since you're moving WASD to your thumb, and now these fingers are open for stuff, it just moves everything around. So it's a little difficult to find a full template that just works with everything, but you know, that's kind of it. The other tricky part that's also kind of outside of this peripherals control is that inputs change. If you move a stick, most games will assume you have a controller plugged in and change all the inputs to buttons. And then when you move the mouse, the game understandably thinks you're using mouse and keyboard, so it changes all the prompts to keyboard. So if you use both, they kind of flicker back and forth. If you're looking and moving the mouse, sometimes it'll like flicker every frame. How is it handling diagonals? It's not. Or it would just be both. Oh, I see. Well, you know what? That's a good question. I'm going to assume it's both at the same time. Yeah, it's just both. Actually kind of hard to hit diagonals. I wouldn't use the hat switch as like a platforming input. It's mostly for menus. Menus and things where you just hit one direction, or like menu shortcuts. It's just there for more goodies, I guess. There are other versions of this gamepad that have even more paddles and such. Did I go for it right away? I feel
Let's
like...
get out of here.
I mean, he's vulnerable right now. I'm going to go in for the kill.
Got a point. Guess we make quite the duo.
No, we're not the same. What I did in Saka Tower.
Nope.
Doubts. No
Too close, too fast. He resents me now.
That. But I call horseshit.
Or maybe I'll push back and he'll respect it.
Let's move. Get back to work.
Let's do.
Damn, that could have gone better. Oh well. I think there's really just one conversation you need to nail. I know that you can get points with Johnny over the course of the game, but do I want to dismantle or do I want the money? I want cyberware, but the wikis I looked up are inaccurate. So I think I'm just going to go with the crafting experience right now. I can't remember what perks I was going for, and I know I was going for something. Well, I got the perk to see the bullet trajectory. That was pretty important. These look cool though. With this stupid hat. Oh my gosh, it's better. It's better than what I'm... Oh god. Look like a dope. Oh yeah, the I guess there is the not it? Or is this what I have? I must have reloaded without setting it or something. Yeah, gimme. There's transmog in the game now, so you can basically set a like an outfit, and then apply it to whatever you're wearing. And then that was the interface for it. So you have 6 slots of clothes, and then you just click on it, and apply it. One of the things I hate about these types of games is the clothes leveling. You end up looking bad. Yeah, that was a complaint when the game launched for sure, and it was accurate. You looked like a goofy idiot for most of the game. But they've tweaked the resources to craft and upgrade. So if there's a piece of gear you like, theoretically you would dump resources into it until it had good stats. That was kind of the idea. You had to level it up. But that wasn't very practical in the game. But now, yeah, now they have, as long as you have the clothes, you can put them on and like assign you basically, here, I can go to, oh, that's right, I need a level. I'll go to my apartment to just show the interface. Damn. I want to just get crits on crits on crits. But I think it might be time to start investing in crafting. I don't know if there's more perks in this tree. Oh! Oh! Holy cow. 50% damage. Okay. I'm glad I looked. Hell yeah. Okay, let me go to my apartment. Let me remember which button that is. Oh, cool. It's actually pretty close. Oop. Trying to remember which button is equals. Is it this? It's that. Okay. Yeah, Ago. Upgrading is... I'm not quite sure. It doesn't seem very sustainable. I don't know if... I don't know how recently you've messed around with it, because I did a couple upgrades on some gear recently. And it made gear viable again. Oh, when Pan Am texts, you answer. Okay. I can't just say okay. Gotta be receptive, engaged. I can't do it to Panam. If it's River, I don't give a shit. Skrilla Magoo, thank you for the sub. Ooh, I missed. They added music? There's always been music. Not all cars have the radio playing right away, but yeah. Did you not know there was a radio in this game? Damn. If somebody... Oh, you mean new music? Oh, yeah. I think they maybe have patched in a couple of songs. Ooh.
Hello, we haven't met. I'm Elizabeth. My husband and I, we need a somewhat delicate matter handled. We think you could help.
What's so delicate about
this one has a really cool quest.
I'd rather discuss that in person, if you don't mind. Can we meet?
Sure, let's do that.
I'll send you the address. See you.
Yeah, Mr. Blue Eyes. I'm wondering if there's got to be like an Easter egg or some kind of reference to it. I'm such a sucker for mysterious G-Men characters. I don't ever need to know what they're about. Like I don't need the answers. I prefer not to have them. I just like the sort of like weird character that just shows up and changes everything and then pieces out. Weird that radio is still a thing in 2077. Yeah, it's still a very intentionally kind of clunky and physical vision of the future. Everything has giant buttons. Like, not everything is a touch screen, you know? It's still got that 80s flair.
You again? I told you I'm not buying.
It's like we get into the hyper future, but everyone's still basically using VCRs. I met Pondsmith at Gen Con Indianapolis. He said he was going to do more voice action for radio spots in Cyberpunk. That's awesome. That is awesome. I really like the idea of treating a big single-player game like a games as service property. CD Projekt is kind of went wild with that with Witcher 3, and it really worked. It seems to finally be working with Cyberpunk. They were like a year behind. But now they're starting to turn things around by just trickling out new stuff, new show, things like that. Gotta be good though, can't be bad. Little Nick. Just nicked it. You mean VRCs? This is 2077. That's right. Cyber VCRs. Yeah, there's still like street signs. Cars still run on gas. It's synthetic gas. It's like synthetic alcohol. Chew-2, but they're not electric. That looks cool. That is so cool again.
I need a nap. Just a short one.
Damn. Oh, those cops aren't there. Why is the T so big? Synthotrol? Exactly. You can either run your car with it or drink it and forget the last week. What if you had a cyber tummy and like a cyber liver so you could just drink gasoline? Yeah, still fanny packs. Shows that no matter how things change, people will always hold on to some form of nostalgia to the past. Huh. That could be. I think 80s culture is kind of important because it was also an era of like, it was the era of the mega corporation. I guess you had, you know, your like railroad tycoons and your oil barons and stuff. But the deregulation of the 80s and then also just the kind of creepy unification of conservative government, both in the UK and in the United States. That combined with the like sentiment that corporations will run the world with like an inhumane eye, but people still have to try to live their lives under all that. Kind of makes sense. Pairing that with the 80s aesthetic makes a lot of sense to me. I'm curious what the like we're due for like an aughts wraparound commentary, and I'm curious how like the post 9/11 world, I'm curious how that will be remembered and reinterpreted. When the literal life and times get turned into like a more interpretistic work of art. I think especially when kids that grew up in a particular life and time then get older and then reinterpret their childhoods into art, basically. They combine what they remember with what's new and current, or what they wished it was, kind of thing. And then they visualize that into the world. Yeah, Rick, the lighting in this game is like just walking through this game, it's fine. That's enough for me. I mean, I'm a Cyberpunk dork, but just like, that lighting is so good. And then the audio design in here, where you have like all these like echoey sounds, that kind of crisp announcer, planes flying overhead. You do have a TLDR of any new or different content in this now from the release. I finished it January 2021, but at the time read about free DLC. I don't know if that ever happened or if it's already in the game. It is already in the game, yeah. All the so the way that CDPR talks about it, DLC is smaller free bits of content, a quest here, a encounter on the street, a new jacket, a gun. All that stuff is just patched into the game. So if it's on any kind of platform where it can auto-update, you have it. And then jump in the urinal and stand on your head. I'm the one that's alive. You're all dead. I feel like that's a reference to something. I don't know. Is this Martinez's apartment? It is, but that's because I think every apartment in Night City is the same in these blocks. I don't think it's the exact same one, but it's the exact same layout for sure. There's like a lot of the scenes in the show are directly from the game. Yeah, it's the Riddler. It's Batman. Batman Forever era Riddler. Martinez was a mega building H4. This is H10. Ah, okay. Yeah, I think just the floor plans are identical. All right, so this is what it looks like. Okay, yeah, it's like giving me the tutorial. Let's see, I wanted to make a... I'm gonna be a hard boy with my dick hanging out. There we go. So if I equip that to 1, then I guess I'm already wearing it. Hold on. If I take it off, there we go. But then I can just click it. Bloop. Anytime I want. And you can, it's really that simple. It's kind of nice. And it pulls from your inventory. I think it pulls from your vault as well. So you can just throw like legendary stuff in your vault. And then use it for whatever outfits you want. Pretty cool. It took a while, you know? I don't know why it took so long, but there it is. Alright. Oh, it saves every clothing item you pick up. Oh, that's awesome, Short and Spicy. I actually didn't know it worked that way. That's really good incentive then to just kind of like buy everything. Or pick up everything. Yes, Nightlife. They confirm they're only doing one full expansion. But if it's like Blood and Wine or bigger, that could be enough. Also, you know, you could read into that they want to move on from... I think the most likely interpretation is that they want to move on from the Red Engine. They want to start building another platform on Unreal that will then last the next 10 years. As opposed to dealing with this engine that is probably really hard to hire for and hard to maintain. But, again, it's my hope that somehow Red Engine survives and is the platform for Cyberpunk. I want them to double down on it. I want them to keep adding rendering tech and stuff. The fact that they added new RTX to this update tells me that they're not walking away from the engine. They're not trying to spin down work on it. Or maybe they're fine developing new features for this, knowing that they're going to walk away from it. I don't know. But, I hope that it's their strategy to develop their own engine and have one game in development on their own tech while also spinning up another dev on Unreal. That can make sense, provided that, like I'd kind of theorized before, they're licensing their technology through Unreal. So then Red Engine becomes their technological test bed and kind of R&D, and they still make a game on it, but also it's essentially the workshop that then exports rendering improvements to whatever integration they have with Unreal. So they still sell games based on that work, but now they also get licensing tech, or they get licensing revenue too. That would justify continuing to make your own engine. And then I think it's more that like making the game and selling a product is just kind of a bonus. But then you know, it also becomes a property and it feeds that machine too. So, you know, it can make sense. Oh, there's a tarot. CD Projekt developing a middleware arm. Yeah, the way that they talked about their partnership with Unreal, that's what I read into it. That's just what I assumed. But I'm not a businessman, you know? I'm not a businessman. I've never seen CDPR's books. All I know is what they've exposed to the world, and that's not enough to know a company's like complete business strategy, especially when they're a private company, you know? It's just fun to think. It's fun to think about. Some of us think about games. Just think about them. When does Final Fantasy 16 come out? Have you talked to Yoshi P yet? He's mad at me. He's mad at me because my island is so much cooler than his. Yeah, he's being real salty. I thought they said 2023, right? Do we have a date beyond that? I'm okay waiting. I really am. I haven't played through Final Fantasy 15 yet, where every NPC is a giant cactuar. So there's that. I gotta play through Bayonetta 1 and 2 before Bayonetta 3 comes out. I'm trying to think of what else I'm on a timer for. I gotta play through A Plague Tale before Requiem comes out. Oh, summer 2023. Alright. That's a lot of time. If Yoshi P is like... I feel like if Yoshi P's putting a pin in that date, that's a good amount of time. I'm excited for what that means. I'm excited for what like a AAA retail release from Yoshi P looks like in terms of its completeness, its feature set. I feel like the last 13 launched about as complete as it could, I guess. That was more a question of like creative direction.
Can you come over, Stat?
Uh-oh.
Something happened?
Yeah. Just come.
I gotta play all the Final Fantasies. Not a problem until I have to max level every job in Final Fantasy 11. Yeah, that scene is tough. Fuck. I might just burn through that one. I've seen it a few times, so I'm pretty sure.
Seems pretty.
I've seen all the details there, unless I just pick some bad options,
appropriate.
which I might. This is supposed to be Asshole V.
What the hell happened? Look close to awful.
You see a man robbed of his implants, money and dignity. Look well.
I'm so sore and tight. Ooh. CK. Way hey. Thank you for the 12 month of subs. I said that weird. Thank you for the 12 months of subs.
Friend you mentioned here?
Oda? He should be here any moment now.
Yeah, Saints.
Willing finally to give me the spec on him?
He's Hanako-sama's body.
Yoshi P is very clearly a surgical producer.
From the carrier at Anchor
So,
Bay. Saburo's daughter.
Maybe 12 then.
Yes. And if he believes you, we'll next meet with her.
12 feels like the last game that had like a full concept and like all the content was just very methodically included, and it shipped when it got pretty close to a finish date. Oh, the image on my shirt. Yeah, it's the outline for the BFG. So it's been a while since Square has like shipped, I guess 7 Remake. 7 Remake actually felt like this is a full game. All the features that are here were meant to be here. They've all been developed properly. Like, it's not just like a weird bucket of ideas, which is still fun. I guess 13.2 felt pretty kind of contained. Anyway, I just know that like Yoshi P, he's got such, everything's going to make sense in that game, I think, which is going to be weird for a mainline Final Fantasy release. So that's kind of what I'm looking forward to. Everything's going to make sense. I'll know why everything is there. The story will be told in a way that's intelligible. Maybe not that last bit. Maybe not the whole way, but...
And what's to stop her little errand boy from selling us out?
He will not do that. He's a man of honor.
Right, because Arasaka's ranks are chock full of those.
Do not confuse true honor with the petty morals by which you live.
Oh, the Final Fantasy Crisis Core remaster?
A good sign. He is usually camouflaged.
Oh, Gact is voice acting? Oh. Well, if they remaster Crisis Core, I'll take a look at it. I think I played it for a little bit and I was like, this is interesting. But I wasn't super invested in like the world of 7. Really, most of Final Fantasy VII that happens outside of Midgar, I'm not a huge fan of. The characters and the lore and all that stuff. It's all kind of dumb. Just like hyper-budget Akira.
Takemura-san. Oda.
But then again, I haven't played Crisis Core.
Is this him?
So maybe there's business with it that I don't actually know.
He's my witness, V.
Can't speak for myself, you know.
So speak. I have been told you know things.
Not gonna like what I'm about to say. I need a guarantee I'm safe here.
You have it.
V, you can trust Oda.
Alright then. Konpeki Plaza. I was there the night it happened. Looked like your typical family quarrel until Yorinobu lunged at Saburo and started choking.
Silence! Not one word more. You will bring death to your door.
But it is the truth. Hanako-sama must hear it.
My one concern is to keep her safe in this city forgotten by the gods.
Is she in danger?
Now?
I feel so much taller.
Yet during the parade to honor Arasaka-sama, most certainly.
I bring you this witness to his murder. And you dare to worry about a silly parade? Fool!
Correct. Unlike you, I have not yet failed.
But you can't ignore the truth.
Correct. Unlike you, I have not yet failed to keep my oath to do my duty.
You will regret those words.
The only thing I regret is that I came here to meet you.
Oof.
There is a price on your head. I do you.
Sorry, but this gonna take much longer?
I do you a
Staring.
favor by not cutting it off and taking it straight to Yorinobu-sama. What would you do now? Were you in my place?
I do you favors. I would deliver your head to Yorinobu-sama.
Consider yourself lucky that I am not
Oda!
you. What?
We're talking about a guy who killed his father to seize control of Arasaka. Gonna take an interest in this or not?
I will not. But I will let you leave this place.
You can see his
this city.
skin texture.
And if I see either of you again, I will not be so lenient.
Be very careful, my friend. We are all so far from home.
Man.
Good fucking riddance. One Arasaka whack job is already plenty.
Sabotage. Not cool enough to say that.
No way this is gonna work.
Yet.
Thank you for the prime sub, Sabotage.
Measure of success.
How do you figure that?
What Oda said. They returned to Tokyo after the parade. Do you not see the parade? It is our chance, perhaps. If, somehow, we can get to Hanako-sama. We must do a proper reconnaissance first. We'll need a precise map of Japantown.
Hold on.
It is your
Man,
turn
the parade
to
is so gorgeous.
Do you know a fixer who could help?
No, just a fixer dame. Wakaku Okada. Runs a Pachinko parlor on
So hey, Death Moon.
We must pay this woman a visit. Will you join me?
Sure, why not?
Johnny gonna be grumpy about this? Working with the Corpo guy? Of course he's listening to jazz.
JJ Street. What is this name?
Just a Night City name.
Beware, you mock me too often.
He's the noir man, yeah.
Any idea what's going on?
Down on his luck cop detective.
Only what I can surmise from what I see on TV. Yorinobu and his puppets grin at the cameras and insist
Ronin.
everything is under control. But the wider the smile, the bigger the lies.
You alright, Goro?
Yes. Why the sudden concern?
I was just asking. Does everything with you have to have an ulterior motive?
I apologize. That came off wrong. I am simply not used to such questions. People like me, either we are doing well or we are in a grave.
This music playing, jeez. Yeah, I wonder if they make it foggy for this drive. You can have some nice, depressing jazz. Think about how fucked up everything is. God damn it! This game's gorgeous. One thing I never see anyone praise Cyberpunk for is how many of these journals and shards there are, and how well fleshed out they are. You find so many in such obscure and almost meaningless areas, and it adds so much life and insight into this world. Yeah, yes. No, I mean, no one reads Yeah, there's a lot of really, really good lore. The thing that's really cool about the text dumps in Cyberpunk, the shards, is that they're all very definitively written from different points of view. A lot of the times in games like this, you know, there'll be text chunks everywhere, but it'll all be like either clinical codex stuff. But this is all written in context from specific characters doing specific things. And those things are visible in the world too. It can be a little rote, you know, whenever you do like a side hustle or a gig or whatever, and there's like one text log explaining what happened at that specific location. But at least there was one text log. It just seems like at some point there was a mandate that like every side activity must have some story element, and that's how they ended up hitting that quota.
Hey, you looking for some company tonight?
But I agree. Tons of world building and tons of great details. Tons of like weirdly quirky and very human moments. Oh yes, you can finally play Roach Race. They even digitized the art. The art of Geralt looking at Roach on the roof. Definitely not buggy. The Witcher 3 was never buggy. His little legs get wiggled off. Oh, the studio themselves are memeing on it. Oh, man. I never knew there were arcade games. This was added in the most recent patch. Oh, geez. Uh-oh. I don't know that I can play. Hold on. I'll have to do this with the keyboard. Oh! Already down. There he goes. There she goes. Excuse me. Yeah, it's also a mobile app. You can download it for free. All right. God damn it. Oh! Oh! Look at running on the front legs. Oh, man. Oh! Oh no! Ooh! Ah! Tricky. There's also a kind of triple jump. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, you can teleport! With a cooldown. Interesting. Endless Runner's got mad mechanics now. Oh! Tripped. Oh, the cooldown is for the immunity window. Oh, you're... Oh, I see. Okay. When is your next subathon? Good question. I don't know. My weekends have been pretty busy. And it feels like there hasn't really been a game that I feel like has super justified it. I have thought about doing if I can get Skyrim plus Chaos Mod plus crowd control. I feel like that would be fun. Maybe a new one of the bigger releases this fall. But yeah, I don't know. Oh! F&B Stream Part 2? I mean, maybe. I have a lot of those still installed and working. And I never got around to playing. I don't know. I want to think of something that people would want to watch the whole way through. But I guess the content of the stream isn't necessarily directly correlated to how long it goes or how many subs it earns. That's just all kinds of different things. I'll think about it. Something that I want to play for 24 hours. I mean, that's everything, but all video games. Oh, it's getting dark. Oh, tricked. Absolutely tricked. Darn it. I want to see the weather go. I want to see the weather change. Oh, Final Fantasy 11. I'm not convinced. I don't know that people would want to watch that for 24 hours. I don't know that anyone would like buy subs to watch me fumble around at the lower levels of Final Fantasy 11 for 24 hours. Dang it! Fear series playthrough? Maybe. I'd probably actually get through all 3 of those. Well, it's gonna be. Well, maybe if it waits until October. Oh, Gears would be cool, actually. Yeah. Playing all the Gears games? Alright, that's an idea. That's a pretty sick idea, actually. I'll think about it. But see, here's the thing, though. Gears technically should be preceded by Unreal 1 and 2. There's tons of spooky games I want to play, so maybe just a general October spooky-thon. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe a particular game for 24 hours? Yeah, Silent Hill series for 24 hours, maybe? You can clear Silent Hill in like 6 to 8 hours, right? Oh, The Evil Within? Yeah, that's I wanted to play through those in October. Oh! Okay. New level. Look how Geralt's still running. It did not end up beating Demon Souls, no, the remake. I had a lot of fun with it, though. Technologically, that game is amazing. Really great showcase for the PS5. That game and Returnal kind of, to me, paired up to give the PS5 the real gamer juice. Even though one is, you know, I have played it before. Did you ever play through Amnesia: The Dark Descent? No. Swamps? Oh, Fatal Frame? Fatal Frame's also good? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a spooky subathon going. I don't know, business has been pretty good lately. So I haven't really been trying to push it super hard. Just trying to take it easy, man. I guess the last subathon I did was what, for Endwalker? No, it was oh yeah, Metal Gear Rising. Yeah. Which I still gotta play the DLC for. Yeah, I hope Returnal comes to PC as well. Feels like it would, given how pro PC Sony is. And Housemarque has published games on PC quite a number of times, so they could do the port in-house. I don't know if they're going to. We need more Fly Taggart in our lives. We do. Ooh! Alright, Geralt caught me. Aw, I beat Jackie's score. Rip. It hurts. It hurts. Yeah, Jetstream Sam and Dog DLC.
Rogue, my sweet. This has got to be a misunderstanding. I've no idea who jumped your team, but the Claws? No, never. My boys know their place.
Maybe Zelda?
I'm sorry, got to go. I have...
You think Zelda maybe?
V, so nice to see you. And your charming friend.
Yeah, okay, State. Bruce and I still play together quite a bit.
Working together.
We make YouTube content together.
Takemura Goro desu. Okada-san.
Make it spooky? Okay.
Ah, a true gentleman. Ah, shame only that he's being hunted by all Arasaka.
I'm feeling Evil Within quite a bit because I wanted to play that and I was kind of planning on playing Evil Within 1 and 2. And those games are bananas.
Why I shouldn't
That actually would be a pretty entertaining subathon. But I don't know that it has the recognition. Like, I don't know that people would watch it because of the game.
Eddie's is why. Always about Eddie's, Wakako. You want to make them? We got biz. Doesn't get any simpler.
So tell me, and mark well I still have my phone at hand.
Need intel on the parade that's scheduled to come through Japantown.
So it's Arasaka again. What I fail to understand is, why come to me? Did Mr. Deshawn not come to the phone?
Arasaka, Tiger Claws. Kinda like the family dog screwing the cat, huh? Can't possibly be fond of the people who killed your grandkid.
That was very long ago.
Time's the best healer? A wound like that, though.
A wound like that, no. Everything's on the shards.
How much does this cost? My pockets are empty.
Clearly. My gift to you, it's free.
Okada-san, what is free often proves most costly.
Gonna take them or not?
For free? You sure?
Got my reasons, but patience, I got none.
Oh, maybe GTA 4? So someone was asking...
Japantown.
To me, I think if I'm doing a subathon, I think the goal, from my perspective, is to have a good time, but like I want it to go the distance. The
fly this way.
The point is to make sub cash. So really, it just has to be a game that like a lot of people want to watch.
Affording good views.
To get a lot of views, baby.
A guest of honor will deliver her speech from the largest float. She'll do this exactly here. Got no idea about security, but given recent events, expected to be tight.
Elden Ring is evergreen for viewers? Maybe.
Arasaka undercovers
some kind of gimmick?
infiltrated the crowd. Not to mention a smattering of sharpshooters, drones. And if that's not enough fun for one day, a net runner, one at least.
GTA RP.
They use the city CCTV.
Yeah, I guess doing GTA roleplay for 24 hours would probably be
access point
pretty popular. I don't know that I want to...
Old automated control center. If you ask me, most useful by far. At the end, the floats will float out of Japantown, and we'll be left with trash.
All the experience I have with like GTA roleplay is just everyone ends up screaming.
That's it.
I don't have much experience with it, but...
Then go. Be on your way.
Thanks, Wakako.
Yeah, Last of Us and Last of Us 2 and Last of Us again. Hell yeah. Yeah, Shaft. I saw the trailers for Tekken and Street Fighter. Awesome. Seem like the true next-gen fighters.
A delightful, mature woman.
I hope so.
This information.
Seems like they're making a lot of content for it, which is nice.
But I will try to investigate further. I will stay here some time and call some associates. The moment I learn something new, I will let you know.
Stay safe, Goro.
You as well. Until next time.
I want Goro to talk to this guy. Come over here. There he goes. I think. When they talk?
Well, well. Have you tried your luck at the slots?
I beg your pardon.
You look like a man whose last best hope is a stroke of good fortune.
You truly think so?
Fortune is like a roulette wheel. Sometimes all it takes is a little push. A risk.
Perhaps. Perhaps you have a point. I appreciate this advice.
They have different conversations later. Oh.
V, it's a good thing you answered. I could probably use your help.
Probably.
Fine. I could really use your help. Can we meet?
Just tell me when and where.
You don't know how good it is to hear that. Swing by the Aldecaldos camp. I'll explain it all.
The Aldecaldos. Thought you parted ways.
Look, it's a long story. Just hurry over. I'm here.
You, got any real meat back there?
You mean from animals? Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, shit. Maybe it's Dead Space. Maybe it's the Dead Space games. Get them all patched. Dead Space 2 never came out. Did Dead Space 2 ever come out on PC? It didn't, right? Only the first one. What, all 3 games last 24 hours? I think so. Especially if I'm taking breaks to read a book. Oh, it did? Oh, I did. Okay. On Steam. Cool. They all did? Ah, I thought 3 never did for some reason. Okay. Lithographer. Thanks for the Prime. Dead Space 24-hour stream? Maybe. Maybe. Thinking about it. I feel like what would work right now, I feel like Xbox 360 era games get some decent draw. I feel like the nostalgia wraparound is just about there. And if it's a scary game, kind of on people's minds because of the remake, maybe could work out.
See? Hello?
Yeah, BioShock. See, the real pro move is System Shock 2, but that's not going to draw in any viewers. Yeah, I knew that Dead Space 1 requires some loving. I figured they all did. PC releases from that time are garbage. So let's see. Ugh. Alright, I'll just get this over with. Taking this van. Damn it. They won't let me steal Takemura's van. Space 2 works fine? Okay. I'll think about it. I know GTA 4 is probably going to take some smudging too.
Listen to that guy. How'd you rate his chops?
To my untrained ear, sounds all right, I guess. I mean, it's easy listening at least.
Know why? Technique's second rate, but the feeling, that's what counts. Guy's hurt, got something he can't take, and it shows. Could stand a little more stage presence. Fingering's all wrong, loses the tempo more than he keeps it, but not bad.
You really know how to give a guy a compliment. Is that how you got your start? Street busker with big dreams?
Don't make me laugh. No time for playing my way to the top. Was too busy shaking the world awake.
Now, isn't that what every failed artist says about their work?
Know what? You're right. I failed. Corpo tyrants still run this town, just like 50 years ago. But if you think in my heart of hearts I want to be the next teen idol, think again. don't give half a fuck about that commercial shit.
All right, princess. At least you played some gigs. Saw those memories of yours.
True. Played where we could. Parks, old factories, underground clubs. Had an audience from the start. Some recorded our stuff, didn't even know who we were.
Ooh, mean to say I could get my hands on some old samurai bootlegs? Well, I'm gonna find those tapes. I'm gonna shriek like a little fangirl anytime you open your mouth. Happy?
Just you fucking try.
But jokes aside, I think those tapes still exist. After all these years.
You know, Rainbow Cadenzas not far from here. Club we played till the band fell apart. Great spot. Place for people with their heads on straight. Maybe they'll know something.
I was just trying to get to my car. Corba Dallas. Love that name. Thank you very much for the sub. Corba Dallas. There you are. There's my guy. I'm gonna look at this Ripperdoc. I'm pretty sure I've already been here, but I'm gonna check it out anyway. Okay.
You got a lot of iron here.
I have a bad experience some years ago. I want insurance.
Now I'm curious.
One of my clients, he lose his mind right here in this chair. He howl like an animal, expose his blades. He charge me. Then I have no gun, only a scalpel. I try to defend myself, but I lose one eye, 4 fingers, and a kidney. Still, I survive it, as you see. I promise to myself every day I will not be unprepared again.
This patient of yours, cyber psycho, you think?
I do not know. For me, cyberpsychosis is an empty word. A label we give to people who are bad, evil, from cyberware or not.
Ah, okay. Got here from sellmysemen.com. Well, maybe I can connect you with somebody in chat. What are you watching?
Hey.
Oh, no, wait. Okay, there's NCPD outside, like, beating somebody up.
Looking to upgrade my chrome.
Okay, you sit, be comfy, and we will start.
I don't need any of that stuff. Can't afford that. 30? I'm actually kind of close. Well, I mean, they have some legendary stuff. But it's not what I'm looking for. I guess I have the Kerensnikov, not the Deviston. Crit chance is nice. Oh, damn. Crit damage? Okay, so there's some good stuff here. Nothing that I can really use right now.
Oh.
I wonder if there will be new implants and whatnot in the expansion? I assume so. But maybe that's not a good assumption to make. All right, good to know. Who knows? I might have gotten lucky. Oh yeah, Deus Ex is so good. Was Deus Ex so good? Wait, a new Deus Ex game is happening? Is it? Is that for real confirmed? Oh, cool. Was that part of Crystal Dynamics buying the rights back or something? Oh, Embracer Group acquired Eidos and practically confirmed it? Okay. Alright, yeah. They called it out by name as something they want to invest in? Okay. Interesting. I guess they did say like that in addition to like 4 other properties, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna make a ton of games. There's gonna be just a stupid amount of games soon. I mean, 2022 is already pretty heavy, but so the timeline as it appears to me is that pandemic happened. Everyone spent a ton of money on games. Around 2021, 2022 is when all those financial reports came out, and then a ton of investment started flowing into games. So then there's going to be this wave in like 2025 of all these projects that got greenlit post-pandemic kind of hitting 2025, 2026. It's going to be nuts. We're kind of already seeing the early stages of it, I think, but...
People like you always got something to sell. So how are we doing this?
There's going to be tons of releases in like every property. Oy. Okay, time to be strong. I'm probably going to say some fucked up stuff. Or however fucked up they let me be. God, you could just see her in there.
In the bathroom!
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, freaking content warning. Trigger warning, suicide. It's pretty rough. It's pretty bad. Evelyn had a real shit run in this game. Alright.
Bird offs herself to express her undying gratitude to you for saving
Stop
her.
talking.
I was only gone an hour.
Gotta do something with her.
Don't want any trouble. I'm calling the badges. Can you carry her to the bed?
As if that'll change anything.
Fucking Johnny.
Yeah, I need to report an accidental death. North side, Jackson Street. No. No imminent danger. Suicide.
Tomorrow? No! Today! What part of dead don't you understand?
No, she was not pronounced dead by trauma team. If she'd have had coverage, we wouldn't be talking.
And fuck you. If you don't want to move your asses, why don't I come down to the precinct and trash it into bits? Now will you come and arrest me, you pussies?
Fine, I don't give a fuck what you write me up for. They'll be here soon. Told me to keep her on ice until tomorrow. Can you believe the balls?
You know, to you, she was your best friend, so it's a terrible tragedy. But they must get dozens of calls like this every day.
What are you? Their fucking PR rep?
No, just saying.
Put something on her. I'd rather she look like a person than a body.
Did you wait outside?
Soft shadow hasn't really kicked in there.
Close the door, V. Please.
What the heck is that? I have pineapple hair.
Bum a cig.
Didn't know you smoked.
Quit. It's been years. But right now I need something besides air in my lungs. Please, V, just one.
Here.
That was her smoke case.
Want to hold on to it?
No. You seem to like it. Keep it. Kinda glad it's you that has it, actually. Fuck, Evie. I let her down. I thought if I gave her some space or time, she'd get back on her feet.
Can't wrap my head around it. I never saw Evelyn as the type to give up.
Come on. What she went through? I wouldn't call it giving up.
Her condition, couldn't think about anything else. Tech-wise, she was clean. Doll shard was operational, uncorrupted. So, psychological trauma had to be that. Did some more digging in her virtues, found Woodman.
He kept her. Had his way with her. The things he did. And once he got bored, he pawned her off.
I zeroed Woodman. Didn't plan on it. Just how the chips landed. Glad I did, though.
Me too. I can't even imagine. Still, it's not enough. There's so many more like him. Gotta be something I can do about it.
Like what?
Don't know yet. Think I'll call Suze. Thanks, V. Sorry, but I'd rather be alone now. Promise to keep in touch.
Anything comes up, holler on the hollow.
Okay, well, I got through that pretty clean. Yeah, Uki, this isn't my first playthrough. I haven't gotten all the endings though. And I haven't gone through dialogue, picking other choices, so still theoretically things to see. And I'm kind of excited to see what random stuff they've added to the game. Alright. What endings have you gotten so far? I've seen the Corpo ending and the heist ending, I guess? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Do races? Have you watched the anime? I've seen about half of it. I've watched through episode 5. I'm really enjoying it. Ah! There's a car there. You gotta check. You gotta check your blind spots. this fucking song. Cowboy, I haven't listened to enough of the radio to really have a strong opinion. About the, I mean, they're all really good. Yeah. Kind of choose a random one based on how I'm feeling, and it's always pretty great. Does the Cyberclaw cramp your hand? No, it's way less discomfort than even using a controller. Ugh, losing it there. Knock the radio off.
Thank you for tuning in.
This Edge Runner got you playing? No, I mean, I've been playing it on and off the past couple of months.
Known as the Watson Butcher is scheduled to take place
Trying to finish like a full second playthrough, basically.
to the murder of 21 people, including his own sister and mother. His execution will be open to the public, and for those who prefer to watch from home, it will be live streamed at the
Hello, V.
at the bottom of your screen.
Takemura wants to meet. He's upset about them calling it Kabuki. Yeah, Goro's fun. He's really quirky, but he doesn't reveal that much when he's speaking. He seems way more comfortable expressing himself over text, which kind of makes sense.
A compelling spectacle as well as attractive prizes for a few lucky viewers. Attention Charter Hill residents. A recent study commissioned by All Foods has shown hazardous levels of lead and
Textrovert. Ah, exactly. What a good name. I mean, sometimes he gets going about topics in person, but it's kind of hard to bring it out. I think you can catch some conversations with him where he's like really passionate about food. That's always fun.
No plans for their replacement. Drinking bottled water remains the safest way to reduce your risk of waterborne illness. And remember, it's always cheapest at All Foods. NCART representatives have said to expect ongoing delays on the M2 Metro line. Arroyo Station was evacuated after its early warning system detected a massive population of rats dwelling in one of the tunnels. Pest control was immediately called to exterminate the infestation. But the NC Transport Authority has announced the station will remain closed until further notice. And that will do it for today's local news segment. Have a pleasant day, Night City.
Okay, we're back. We're back with the music. Had to hear about all the rats in the water. Yeah, Yondo, this is a big run and gun build. Bullet bouncing. I'm wanteding out here. I'm Revolver Ocelot. Ricocheting bullets everywhere. Bullet ricochets is kind of the big thing I'm focusing on. I like the races because you can play the radio.
No justice, no mercy. Reloading, cover me.
Here we go.
Not late enough. Let's see. I don't remember where the skip time button is. Oh, there it is. Okay. You can give me an appreciation for the industrial buildings I see around LA a lot. Yeah, the architecture in this game is ridiculous. Also, no two buildings really look alike. There's, you know, it's a lot of concrete, a lot of brutalist structure. I really like that a lot of the buildings look like they've been bolted onto multiple times. So you see these sort of chunks that just get kind of bolted onto the side of an existing structure with this like lattice work supporting the whole thing.
Hey, heard about a massacre at a homeless camp. Send you the info I have so far, but it's pretty thin. Probably already gathered it's a cyber psycho. Oh, and I prefer if he didn't die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's... Given that, like, you can't see a whole lot of repeated buildings or building structures or even just shapes. Like, just from a very raw aesthetic design standpoint, Night City is kind of it really is an amazing video game setting. The amount of, like, detail that they put on everything. Just little stuff like this pipe having all these, like, little brackets around it. I don't know. Given that people routinely criticize this game for like being empty, having an empty and featureless open world, it's just they see a different game than I do. They got them angry Redditor eyes. And they just can look at it really is fascinating how people can like look at something and just see two very different things based on how they feel or what they want to see.
Come on, baby.
Claire?
Under the rig.
Taking all your stuff first, hold on. Oh, this lore! The Vampire Prince is back. Oh, I gotta read that. Turbo Dracula is a dark, gritty, visceral action game experience where you play as the plasma-thirsty prince of puncture wounds himself, Dracula. He has risen again, this time as a digi-clone in a body of chrome, but his appetite for blood hasn't waned one bit. Assisted by the descendants of an ancient bloodline, he wages war against the sinister Helsing Corp, headed by the Demon Brothers Manchester. They aim to take over the world with the help of genetically spliced werewolf zombies. Dracula must face difficult choices such as whether to resurrect his old friend Viago or to transmutate into his nemesis. A polished real-time combat system and non-linear storyline offer the player deep immersion in single-player, while the multiplayer mode allows you to team up with your Chumbas as they take control of the brooding Varney or blonde fan favorite Herbert. Without spoiling any of the endings, yes, multiple endings, I'll leave you with just one thing. Lady Camilla Ruthven Battery is hands down the most captivating character ever written in the 100-year history of video games, period. Video game reviews are still roughly the same quality in 2077. Making, like, just ridiculously vaulted statements about Turbo Dracula. This character in Turbo Dracula made me cry. I didn't think other people were people, and then I played Turbo Dracula.
Hey, Claire. Hell of a machine.
You know your shit and you've got good taste. Meat Beast. My pride and joy. Beer in the fridge if you want any.
Thanks. So what's this about?
Need a driver. Thought you might do.
What's the race like? Any special rules?
Lack of them, actually. You race in pairs. Driver and gunner.
So, you a turret guru or a driver's ed dropout?
I'm more an engine tuner. Good at it, too. And I shoot, but I'm no rally racer. I trust you're capable behind the wheel?
Sure, Claire. I'll be your driver.
Okay, we got 4 races. First one's in City Center. That'll be followed by the Badlands and Santo, then Watson to finish.
When do we start?
There's a qualifying ladder. Need to climb it to reach the finals.
How high?
Top 3 in at least 2 rallies gets our ticket stamped.
Let's meet in city center. I'll snap you the specifics. Hear the roar of overtuned monsters? That's the place.
See you there.
Should have given at least some type of romance options with Claire. She rocks. I wouldn't have minded that. Claire is really cool. I also am okay with not... Like, I'm okay with games where not every character that has any kind of development or dialogue being romanceable. If there's one thing I do like about this game is that sometimes the characters just don't want to have sex with you. It doesn't have anything to do with whether or not you pick the right dialogue options or you effectively min-max their relationship meters. They as characters are just like, nah, I'm not, no thanks. So that's kind of how I interpret it, which I think is nice. I think it gets into weird territory in games sometimes when it's like, you can have sex with anyone. I think it creates this weird situation where they're kind of all there for you, which is true. But then people people get a little too used to that idea, I think. Yeah, feels real that not everyone is romanceable. Even how sexuality is permitted and not player driving? Yeah. Yeah, but still, it would have been nice, I guess. It just got a little... is it weird? I don't think it's weird. Maybe it's weird. I don't know, I felt like it got weird with Mass Effect. It's like people would talk about being able to bang their favorite characters through a game, and then just like the fan service aspect of sex became very audience serving. And people that just wanted to stick it to Garrus, which I get it. You know, I played Mass Effect. I get it. Like waifus, I guess? But, well, correct me if I'm wrong here. Do the companies that, like, make and represent and own the rights to waifus, do they also sell pornography of those waifus? I guess there's nothing wrong with that. It's not like they're real. We gotta extend personhood to our pop culture icons so that they don't get whored out. Whored out! The porn is the merch and softcore hentai and manga format. Yeah, I guess it gets close. I guess it feels like it's getting a little closer to a weird line when you're making an interactive piece of software where you get to fuck the character. And like, that's the thing. Like, that's the sellable part of it. We own the rights to this digital character, and now, with like a sticker on the front, now you can fuck them. It's just kind of interesting. Suggestive half-naked figures, yeah. So they know what they're doing. I guess just crossing it over into an interactive thing makes it just like, just puts one little, like one more sprinkle of pepper on top. Featuring Dante from Devil May Cry. Takemura's read on her is correct. Okako seems like a scary lady. Yeah, lemongrass. I actually don't have a problem with it on any level, really, because Mass Effect was pretty audience serving from the beginning. I feel like it was a little more dignified about it with Mass 1, but it put it dropped pretenses pretty fast. And it's not like it was ever about anything other than just a really kind of boilerplate, but very fun and very well executed kind of sci-fi adventure romp. It's kind of like how Star Trek The Next Generation, you know, can be very high and intellectual and thought-provoking and Twilight Zone-y. But then you've got J.J. Abrams' Star Trek, which has like it has themes. It has like good themes. But it's also about like shooting and explosions and sex and aliens with rude titties. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's not highbrow. Yeah, it's an audience-pleasing good time, which is kind of what Mass 1 was, and then they just leaned so hard into the audience-pleasing part of it, they sort of forgot to do anything individualistic. Yeah, it's fan service. Yeah, which, you know, if you're playing a video game, it's kind of what you want, right? I paid my $50, $60, $60, $70. Oh. Give me my blue titties.
Johnny, pretty sure they turned your great Del.
Why did Del decide to call right now?
Consumerism wins the day again.
Point for the other team, huh?
Huh. This is why you don't bring back fallen warriors. Sooner or later, they're gonna see everything they fought for is turned to shit.
Hey, Rainbow Cadenza mean anything to you?
Oh no, another one. Aren't you too young for this?
To what now?
Every day, some sad grandpa in his old leather comes in here, asks where is his old Rainbow Club. And I'm like a broken record. Tell all of them the Corp brought them out 20 years ago. I should put up a sign.
I miss the old Orgiatic. That version is way less suggestive.
Know anything about it?
I miss that dude screaming Orgiatics.
Like, say, I don't know, samurai stuff?
Samurai.
Oh, gimme, I haven't done that one yet,
Leave
no.
that face on black? Yeah, even I know that one.
Like that one a
Old
lot.
guy comes by here sometimes wearing their shirt. Spends the whole time
Picture Man?
Psycho
I think is what you're talking about? Why do we hear someone cooming? That's the Orgiatic ad.
You can find him living back in the 20s.
Yeah, they changed it. It's not as
But besides that,
the Milfgard ad is not as loud or pronounced either. You don't hear just like intense woman sex moans like blasting from ads every 20 minutes.
Soy es el machistador, an explosion of taste.
Meaning he does his shopping there.
I mean, you can do yours at his spot, assuming you'd even want to. He sells ancient, dusty tapes of ancient, dusty indie bands. No one's heard of a single one of them.
Green, thanks.
Hey,
Been in Night City long now?
long enough to know I should not answer seemingly harmless questions. Eat, pay, and be on your way.
Good answer, actually. Catch anything interesting from Realms Deep? I haven't seen it yet, but I did see they're making a full remake of Rise of the Triad. Probably shouldn't be raining in here. That's okay though.
Hey, I'm looking for some good tunes. Got any laser pop? Something from us cracks?
Don't sell no scop here. You either want good music or rainbow bright shite.
Chill, Choom. It was just a joke.
Laser pop. Fucking laser pop. Here, at my stand.
I heard I can get some decent tunes here.
What you mean by decent? We got Cartesian Duelist, Uridine stuff, Tainted Overlord.
Any samurai?
Kid,
You even gotta ask? Never fade away. Dancing with my axe, chipping in, you name it, we got it. Silverhand was the one true messiah of rock. I'd hand them records out like candy if I could. But a guy's gotta eat.
Oh, here we go. You could argue that an RPG should be about the player making their story regardless of gender and sexuality. If so, then all romanceable NPCs should be available for any combination. But then they lack a sexual identity. Yeah, I don't know. You could argue that, Sway Cap, but I think you'd be wrong. I don't think the goal of roleplay is for an individual to get everything they want all the time. That's not interesting. That's not challenging. That doesn't make for that doesn't lead to roleplay that leads to self-discovery or experimentation. Like if you did a D&D campaign where every action you did was a success and like every NPC you wanted to have sex with, the DM was like, "Okay, you guys have sex." Like it just gets so lame so fast. I guess one step removed from that is like, I get everything I want, but after some amount of like teasing out. So I want to have sex. No. What about now? Okay. That's closer. That's kind of closer to most consumer entertainment, is that it gives you what you want, but it tries to put some grit in the way. And then the grit is kind of what makes it interesting. I think the really fun role-playing scenarios are where you're pushed out of your comfort zone, or you're kind of told no, and you have to figure out how to work around it. And that's games do that both intentionally and unintentionally. You get told no because something you want to do is outside of content scope, like getting chased by the cops. That's a no. But there's also no's in terms of like, I want to have sex with you. The game's like, no. Or it's Mass Effect and it's like, okay, we just have to make that. Like if enough people want it, we'll make it so that we sell more copies of Mass Effect. So that people have sex with this character.
I see I found Silverhand's biggest fan.
And proud of it. Today's bitty box rockers can't even touch him. Silverhand had something they couldn't even dream of.
Yeah, you could still have a challenge.
A Silverhand?
He had that fire, kid.
That's true.
Fire.
It's not just complete masturbation.
Of the corporal world. He died for his ideals.
Doesn't matter, he was also kind of a terrorist.
Blaze way down the rebel path.
Johnny listening to this?
I'm looking for the real deal. Like, say, bootlegs from Samurai's first gigs.
Fuck. First, you have got no idea what you're asking for. Not if you're so chilled about it. Don't know how you found out about them bootlegs, but forget it. Not gonna give them to the first gonk off the street.
Hey, I ain't a poser. I know everything there is to know about Silverhand.
Go on. Impress me.
Know what he told Carrie the last time they met? Called him a pussy. Told him to stop being one.
Yeah, sure. I could think up a million conversations they had. There were no witnesses.
I used to come here back when it was still Rainbow Cadenza. Bootleg sure would make a nice souvenir of the good old days.
Cut the scoff. You're too young to remember the first samurai gigs. Weren't even a twinkle in your daddy's karoshis.
Hey, appearances can be deceiving. How do you know this pretty face ain't an implant?
All right, punk. Prove it. How'd Samurai's third ever gig end?
Oh yeah. True interactive narrative.
Hey Johnny, get your digital ass out here. Feed me my lines.
How about this? Fuck you, V ain't your stupid sidekick.
Well, can't wait all day.
Fucking hell, Johnny. Why sabotage? Why now?
'Cause it's funny. 'Cause I'm bored. Maybe I don't like the cut of your conformist jib.
You always freeze up like this?
Played our third gig at Cadenza. Little fire broke out. Some drunk gonks tried to put it out with beer. Denny's fro got singed. Wore a wig for a few weeks. Never did get herself any tech hair.
Hang on. Now I remember. There was a fire. Ah, poor Denny. Poor Denny's hair.
I almost forgot. Heard Johnny started it, actually. Tossed a cig that was still glowing.
Bullshit. That cig was Carrie's, no doubt. But hey, any trouble's Johnny's fault.
Still don't believe you were there. But what the hell? Only a real fan could know something like that. Hey, anyways, gotta educate the youth. Maybe you'll find something special under the table. Come on, have at it.
Oh. Now I have to get all of this stuff for oh yeah, there's a preview now. I don't know where the V button is. Do I not have it bound? Maybe I don't. Okay, that's the one I was coming. Oh, this is another new feature. You can look at gear before buying it now. How exciting!
Much appreciated.
Take it. Spread the good Silverhand word. Death to corporals.
You know, they say time is the best teacher. Used to think that was true.
The free gun?
But look at that guy. 60 at least, but still living in 2020.
Guy's your biggest fan. You not happy to meet him?
Blusaka Tower to smithereens, and it's still standing there. Just the same. Don't want people getting stuck in a rut, stuck in the past. Want them to change. Them and the world.
You want to force him to change. Well, you can't just blow him up like the tower.
But music's the answer? Here's what happens. Grandpa knows every damn word. Doesn't understand a single one.
You'd rather massacre a bunch of people then. And the average Janes and Joes. Maybe they don't want to change. It's their choice. You want to take that away from them?
They might be bums who play see no evil, might be blind idiots. They need to wake the fuck up. Guess jury's still out on the how.
Okay. Hey, he said it. Yeah, he said the thing. Johnny's a dick. Johnny is a dick. This is true. I need to look at... see if there's more, like... more rad bullet bouncing stuff. Charge up tech weapons higher. Tech weapons are pretty cool too, I have to admit. Oh god, that picture is so sick. I love the references and a lot of the icons for the perks. Okay, cool. Well, folks, I think I'm actually going to call the stream there because I'm actually feeling a little woozy. I'm feeling a little drowsy. Just kind of hitting me in waves, so I'm going to take it easy today. Yeah, Mace, I love this game too. I think it's well, there's another NPC. I think the whatever flaws it has are becoming less apparent as time goes on. Are you going to replay this to get every ending eventually, or is there a specific one you're after now? I think for this playthrough, I want to get the Nomad ending and then the Keanu, like the Johnny Silverhand special ending. That's my goal for this playthrough, to get those two.
Yes?
He elocuted that bizarrely well. Huh? Played it on PS4 and had surprisingly few problems. Yeah, most people I talked to were like, yeah, I crashed every so often, but I could still get through it and had a good time. I don't know. Some people just got really bent out of shape about it, but I guess I understand. A game ought to work when it launches. I wonder if I can put this on quality now. Ah, crisp. That shouldn't make that much of a difference. Would you like to see the online be developed? Well, last they said it still is. They just never were very clear about specifically what form it would take.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it would be cool to like have a co-op online action game in the world of Cyberpunk. You can like level up and customize your character. I mean, Syndicate. Oops. Uh-oh. Oh no. I'm dead. Syndicate was basically that, just in a kind of a much more constrained thing. I thought it got canned. People have done all kinds of weird reporting on it. It was never canned because it was technically never fully announced. They didn't really announce it as its own project. They said they were working on multiplayer for Cyberpunk. And then they said, okay, now it's kind of more of its own thing. Like, we're kind of thinking about it as its own product. And then the next update was somebody asked about it in an investor call, and one of the executives said, we're still working on it, but now we've made it so that the multiplayer functionality they were developing for Red Engine, they like are integrating with Unreal. So I thought it was canceled. Again, there's just been a lot of weird reporting on it. Which is to say there's been very little reporting on it. Most people don't like source anything or like give quotes. I've done all the writing on it, so it's kind of resident in my head. That's the most recent thing I remember hearing though. But I don't know if we'll ever see it as like a standalone function specifically for Cyberpunk 2077. That may have been the plan at one time. They never specifically said that. But the plan seems to have shifted a bit now. It seems like they're just building a multiplayer technological platform. And then their future games, like the next Witcher game and the next Cyberpunk game, will use that platform somehow. But I think it sounds like they're still building the tech before they're ready to talk about what anything a game might be on it. That's the last I heard. They're still doing the work to build multiplayer features, but they haven't talked at all about what that might actually mean. Okay, that's the most update I got. All right, I'm gonna go lay down on the couch for a little bit. Just this is still a really great game to play. I feel like I'm a little mellow right now, a little detached, so maybe not providing the like hot stream energy. Let's see here. No stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be hanging out with some friends and watching Passions all day. I'm actually gonna be making custom t-shirts, so I can't wait to share those. And then Monday I'll be back at it. Monday's raid night for Final Fantasy XIV, so maybe we'll finally beat that Firebird. Sorry, Moezi. Don't worry, though. I'll probably raid on over to Bruce or something like that. He'll take care of you. He always does. So thank you all very much for watching. Once my 6G is fully upgraded, I'll be back onto it. So thanks again. Have a good weekend, everybody.